Okay, welcome everybody to the council meeting for Wednesday, June the 5th at 9:30, and I'll call this meeting to order. Start with the land acknowledgement. We are gathering on lands that have been home to First Nations people from a time immemorial. We acknowledge that what we now call Richmond Hill is on the treaty lands and territories of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation and the Mississaugas and Chippewa nations of the Williams Treaty. We also recognize that we are on part of the traditional territories of the Haudenosaunee and the Huron-Wendat. We would like to also acknowledge that all First Nation, Inuit, and Métis people from across Turtle Island who now reside in the city of Richmond Hill. We are committed to building constructive and cooperative relationships. So with that being said, if you're able, please stand for our national anthem. Okay, so we have a couple of people signed up for public forum today. These two folks will have 5 minutes to present the council. And this is an opportunity for members of the public to come and speak to council and, bring things to our awareness that are not necessarily on the agenda. So the first person we have is Maxim. I'm sorry. I had a feeling I was going to do that wrong. So come on up to the front here, sir, and just speak into the microphone. Now, you've got 5 minutes to address council and sure. Go ahead.
Sure. Hi, I'm here to somehow dispute my development charges that were applied to my recently purchased lot at 29 Naughton Drive in obviously Richmond Hill. Okay, so let's start with development charges were applied just on the reason of 4-year term has passed since the issuance of demolition permit that was issued for the lot. Okay, but that's demolition permit itself. It was the previous owners did apply for the demolition permit in order to proceed with the following servants of the whole area that is being right now as a subdivision, I would say. So the building permit was issued at I think it's February 12th of 2020, and on that reason, just one quick moment.
No, take your time.
Sure,
no problem.
It's not everyday thing,
you know? No problem.
Okay, so yeah, and it was signed off by an inspector, on the 30th of October. It's not shown there when it was signed off, but I'm still currently waiting for the field card from Richmond Hill because I still didn't get that. Okay, it was signed off. Can you please, yeah.
Next slide.
Turn on, yeah, next,
there you go.
and then next file, please.
Okay.
If you zoom it out, we see that in the middle, it shows it's a Google Earth picture. It says that the building is still standing there, and it's 2021. Okay, so the demolition permit was issued back in 2020, February 12th. It was signed off on October 30th, 2020, and the actual inspector came and signed off the permit just because the report shows that the property, the actual house was demolished at whatever time between that period of time of February 12th and October 30th. So as we see 2021, and it's still standing there with obviously cars on the driveway and basically garbage at the front of the house, you know. And as I'm assuming people were living there. So I'm here to note and to show you the fact that after the demolition permit was signed off by an inspector, it actually continued to stand there with, I assume, people living inside. And so I'm here to somehow prove that legitimacy of the demolition permit signing off was somehow done not properly, you know. And the previous owners, I assume, should have reapplied for another demolition permit or something in order to demolish the house. So on that reason, just because the house was continuing standing there for like at least 1.5 to 2 years, I was applied with a development charges fees. And yeah, and again, as soon as we purchased the lot, we started to obtain site alteration permit, like it was back in September of 2023. And it took us at least 6 months to obtain site alteration permit. We were told by the staff at the building that it will take a maximum 2 months to obtain site alteration permit in order for me to apply for building permit. So we are in the actual brackets, so we don't exceed 4 years, you know. And it took so long it was basically ridiculous reasons, you know. And we obtained the site alteration permit too late by 1 month of the period of 4 years. And again, I applied for building permit, and now the demolition charges came. You know, so
your time is up, but you know what I would suggest? I think I'd be happy to take a look into this for you. So maybe we can connect at some point after the meeting, and I can look into some of the details and figure out where we're at. That's probably the best way to move forward.
No problem. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a location is in my ward as well. So I'm your local ward. So I'm at work with Mayor after this meeting.
Okay. That sounds great.
Maybe you have my business card. Let's talk.
No problem. Thank you so much.
Okay. That's great. Okay. Thanks so much. Okay. The next person is Aram Rajampur. Now, did I say that right?
Aram.
Oh, I'm batting 0 today. Go ahead, Aram.
Through you, Mr. Chair. Hello, everybody. Hello again, Councillor Davidson. Nice workshop yesterday. And my statement is addressed to all of council and staff, but mostly to Simon Tree, who's the councillor for my ward. So there's a local park in my neighborhood, the one that everyone uses within walkable distance of most people's houses. It's called Cordave Parkette. It's on Carrington Drive, and it backs onto Major Mackenzie Drive West. So I noticed that on a regular weekday, it usually fills up with kids around a certain time of day with adults supervising. But after they leave, I think it's some sort of school program. After they leave, the park sits completely empty, other than for a few kids here and there that'll come usually on their own. And I was thinking of what are some ways we can create more mix of uses in this park and bring more people in at different times of the day, different people at different times for different reasons at the same place. And I think this is important because it's just eyes on the street, policing people's behavior, safety of these kids who may come. And an idea I thought of was a community garden. So I reached out to the counselor, Counselor Chui, and he responded back with the process to get a community garden. So I read through it, but I was really disappointed because it seemed like there was many levels of bureaucracy to it. First, there has to be a clear governance structure, clear roles of people, maintenance, a representative, and people maintaining budget, a lot of things that just people aren't going to go out of their way to do this. And I think it's counterintuitive to the purpose of the community garden in the first place, which is to create a kind of a third place in a way for residents of the community to interact, socialize, maybe make friends, or spread news about the community. So I have an idea, and I'd like you guys to hear me out. I'd like to request a pilot project for a community garden at this park where all this bureaucracy of governance and stuff, just let it go. Put the community garden there. I'd be happy to help organize it and help plan the pilot project. But to put it like a 1x1 or a 1x2 small plot, it doesn't even have to be elevated off the ground, of dirt where anybody could come, plant anything they want, and take whatever they want, and just have it be an extra use for this park. So it's not just used for kids playing, but an adult use for the park. So more people can come and create a sense of increase the sense of trust in the community. And there may be a criticism, oh, what if someone takes someone else's food? Well, the community garden is not to feed people. Everybody has garden space in their home. It's just a place to, converse and meet people, an extra use for the park. So if you guys are interested in this, or if you guys are willing to do this, I'd be happy to help organize, plan such a pilot project. And if it is successful, meaning that people do use it and it's not overgrown in a couple of years, and people have positive feelings about it, maybe it can be put into other parks and we can, increase the uses of already existing city assets.
Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Okay. Okay, council announcements is the next thing. Does anybody have council announcements? Councillor, go ahead, Davidson.
Thank you, and through you, Mr. Mayor, and thank you to all the residents who come and speak. Last night, we had a public information session in Oak Ridges regarding allowing 4 units on a residential property and also 4 stories in MTSAs. And I just want to really encourage residents to come out to those things. The next one is June 10th. There's a virtual open house. And then Thursday, June 13th, there's an in-person at El Gambero. And even though we didn't have a huge turnout, like the vibe was so great at that thing. There were so many experts and staff, and the people that did come, I felt like had great ideas of what they want Richmond Hill to be. And if anyone sits at home and thinks they might be interested in building more units to expand housing, and you have any questions at all, this is the place to go, because it was a very relaxed and extremely informative session. So I just wanted to give a shout out for public engagement and hope people will get involved in this one. Thank you.
Great, thank you very much. Councillor Silivitz.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Good morning, everybody online and here with us in chambers. And thank you to our two speakers. This is June, all over the world, the month of June. So to all human beings who walk this planet, happy Pride. Celebrate and embrace who you are and support all others as they celebrate and identify themselves. This is how we make and find peace on earth. June is also proclaimed as Pride Month in Richmond Hill. So we proudly fly the progress flag, the Pride progress flag outside our offices throughout the month of June, unless there's another flag that had to be raised. It will fly there for a couple of days and then the rainbow flag will come up again. And please join us, join all of York Region in Newmarket on June the 15th. Next Saturday at 3 p.m. is the York Pride Parade. It's an absolutely fantastic time for all families to come together and just enjoy who we are. We have, Richmond Hill has a marching group, and we'll be marching with one of our vintage fire trucks. And we hope to see you along the parade route, so we can wave and throw beads and lays at you and make everybody happy. I also just wanted to let everyone know that next Thursday, June the 13th, from 7 to 9 p.m., we are having a virtual Ward 5 Civic Engagement Committee meeting. This is the first time we're doing it virtually, as opposed to it at the library. We've put out notices all over social media, so please look at my social media pages. The topic of discussion will be civic engagement in the climate crisis, urgently needed. And our speaker will be Esther Collier, who's from Climate Action Richmond Hill. She does an amazing amount of work in Richmond Hill with regards to climate change and climate action. So if you wish to attend the Zoom meeting, please contact my office, either email myself or my executive assistant, Ava, and we will make sure that you're placed on the attendees list. Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Councillor Tree.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chair. This month marked the back month in York Region. So last week we hold a 1 meter away camping events to promote this safety campaigns across entire York Region. So I was joined with the YRP and deputy chief for riding 40 kilometers. Unfortunately, I was the last one to reach that station, but I did it. Okay, this is the first one. So I want to say all the cyclists, all the automobile vehicle drivers, please pay attention when you're driving on the road. If you see the cyclist, please keep distance for the safety of both. This first one, second one, this month actually also the senior month of Ontario. I would say happy senior month for all the seniors. Thank you so much for your contribution, what you have done in past, and we appreciate all the efforts. And I hope you well and healthy as well. The last one, it was in Ward 4. From June of this month, we launched our neighborhood watch program from online first. So this year we are planning to visiting another 3,000 to 4,000 residents in the Mill Pond communities. And last year we visiting the 6,000 in Westbrook and also Jefferson. So this year we continue in the summer around 2 or 3 months. If you see my flyers or some volunteer myself knocking on door, please be aware. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Regional Local Councillor DePaula.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just want to make note that June 15th is fast approaching. And on June 15th, we're going to have a community barbecue at the Mill Pond. We're going to showcase that historic venue. There's 2,300 people that have registered so far. I want to remind people if you plan to attend, to please register so we can get organized, make sure that we're processing people quickly so you can truly enjoy your day. And it's going to be a wonderful picnic there with live music and just a great family event. Encourage everyone in Richmond Hill to come out who's able, and looking forward to 1 week from Saturday on June 15th.
Thank you very much. Regional Local Councillor Chan.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Good morning. I wasn't thinking about sharing it today. I was thinking about next week. But now that both the seniors as well as York Regional Police have been mentioned, I probably will take on this opportunity, the first meeting of this month, to also share that actually all Richmond seniors, I believe we already have a public service announcements this Friday, 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. There will be free barbecue food at Mill Pond Park for all seniors in Richmond Hill. Now, it leads to the event I'm planning actually on Thursday, June 20th in the evening between 7 to 8:30 p.m. During the Seniors Month that I'm very pleased that to have Care First Community and Senior Services, a representative from there, as well as a senior safety officer of the York Regional Police will be coming to share information, tips on senior care and safety. So any person, I wouldn't just say seniors, active, older adults, please contact my office, godwin.chan@richmond.ca to register so we have a better plan in terms of accommodating all those who are interested. So June 20th, 7 p.m. to 8:30 for senior care and safety presented by Care First Community and Senior Services, as well as York Regional Police Senior Safety Officer. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Councillor Liu.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Good morning. Who doesn't like free food? This Friday is the annual Ward 3 barbecue. Just a quick reminder that from 5:30 to 8:30 at Richmond Green Park. Hopefully everybody can join me for a fun-filled evening. So I hope the weather cooperate. Hope to see you all there. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Anybody else? Okay, just mentioned and maybe add a little bit to what Councillor Silva was saying. We have been able to attend a number of different Pride events in the last few days, and we raised the Pride flag a couple of days ago, and we were at the York Regional Police had the Pride breakfast, which was a lot of fun actually yesterday. But we are kind of culminating in the big event, which is the Pride Parade in Newmarket on the 15th. And I encourage everybody to come on out to that. It's a whole lot of fun. And I know that they have big crowds in that event. It's very much a family event, and encourage everybody to come out and share in that excitement and fun. And I think that's about it for me. So the next item on the agenda is introduction of emergency and time-sensitive matters. Seeing none. Next item is adoption of the agenda. Can I get a motion to adopt the agenda? Councillor Silovitz, Councillor Tree, all those in favor? Opposed? That carries. Disclosures of pecuniary interest or the general nature thereof. Seeing none. So we have adoption of previous council minutes. We have one council meeting held on May 22nd. I need a motion for that. Councillor Shu, Councillor Tree, all those in favor? Okay, that carries. Now, identification of items requiring separate discussion on the agenda before us. Okay, seeing none, I need a motion to adopt the remainder of the items. Regional Councillor Chan, Councillor Silovitz, all those in favor? Opposed? That carries unanimously. Okay, so I guess, do we do the bylaws now, Mr. Clerk? Okay, so we need bylaw 2224 all the way through to. Okay, Councillor Liu, did you have a question? Okay.
No, I don't. Sorry. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So we have all the bylaws that we can pass at this time. Councillor Silovitz, Councillor Davidson, all those in favor? Opposed? That carries. Thank you. All right. So public hearings, we have none. Presentations, we have none. Delegations, we have none. And I think this means we go right into our closed session. Is that right, Mr. Clerk? Okay, so I need a motion to go into closed session. Counselor Thompson, Counselor Tree, all those in favor? Opposed? That carries unanimously. Okay, we will now be going into closed session.